The best way to discover the secret places, the real Japan, is to go exploring by bicycle. In this episode, our starting point is Tokyo. You don't have to cycle far from the metropolis to reach countryside. We'll meet cheerful farming families and sample their traditional foods.
Thank you.
Follow in the path of generations of travelers as we climb the steep pass to Hakone. In an old mountain hot spring resort, we'll meet a sophisticated craft tradition with a surprising connection to nature. Our goal is the island of Izu Oshima, a paradise for cyclists. Riding through its awe-inspiring volcanic landscape, we'll hear how these islanders have learned to live with their fiery mountain.
That's amazing.
So close to the giant metropolis, but it feels like another world. Come with us on a 330-kilometer winter cycle ride through a lesser-known part of Japan. Tokyo Station is the hub of Japan's far-reaching rail network. The English-style building, completed in 1914, served as a gateway to a rapidly modernizing nation. Our traveler is waiting in front of the station.
All ready? Stretched out. I think I'm good. It's cold, so I want to get on the bike and get moving.
Bobby Judo is American and has lived in Japan for 11 years. He loves to travel and discover the food of different regions.
This is my first long-distance bike trip in Japan, so I'm really looking forward to kind of experiencing what the Japanese winter has to offer in terms of scenery, in terms of food, and in terms of the conditions. Let's get on the road.
In Japan, cyclists ride with the traffic on the left. Bobby will ride south and west from Tokyo through the port city of Yokohama to the old capital of Kamakura, and he'll spend a night in Hakone, a hot spring resort. Then take the ferry to the island of Izu Oshima.
Coming up on this big stone wall over here.
A short distance from Tokyo Station, Bobby is riding past an enormous castle. This is the Emperor's Palace. It was used by the shogun who unified Japan 400 years ago. A moat and stone walls surround the palace. The road and sidewalk running beside the moat are a popular route for early morning cyclists and runners. After the palace, Bobby is passing through the business district that forms the heart of Japan's economy.
Wow! That's amazing.
And now, soaring 330 meters above, Bobby sees Tokyo Tower, a landmark erected almost 60 years ago. A little further on, and a large bridge comes into sight. It crosses the wide Tama River, Tokyo's border with Kanagawa.
Out of Tokyo, and have now officially crossed into Kanagawa Prefecture.
The coast road opens onto a new vista of towering skyscrapers. This is Yokohama. Up until 160 years ago, Japan kept itself in isolation from the world. When it finally opened up, Yokohama was one of its first trading ports.
Very, very cool buildings.
These red brick warehouses were built about a century ago to handle the overseas trade. Throughout the city, you can see imposing old Western-style structures. Yokohama grew from village to city thanks to overseas trade, and it has always had a distinct international flavor. Bobby's left the main road for a narrow shopping street lined with small restaurants.
It's just about time for lunch. Been riding a little while now, starting to get hungry. Konnichiwa. Narandemasu ka? There's a whole strip of little restaurants right in here, and this one's the only one that's got a line out in front of it, so it's got to be good. We're up next. Let's go.
This little restaurant opened 70 years ago. As always, it's packed with local diners.
Minasan, 何を目当てに来ますか？
はい、一応おすすめメニューなんですけど、この中で特別おすすめはスパゲティナポリタンとか大変人気があります。
Bobby checks the other diners, and sure enough, most are having spaghetti Napolitan. As a port city, Yokohama's food shows influences from all over the globe. This pasta dish, invented here in Yokohama, was named for the Italian city of Naples. The intense taste of this tomato ketchup-based sauce is quite unforgettable.
Wow! 結構真っ赤かですね。Wow, that looks really good. いただきます。Wow, it's still really hot. That's really, really good. A real rich, thick sauce. A lot of flavor.
自転車でお疲れになった体はあったかどうか。
これはもういい燃料になると思うんですよ。ありがとうございます。
ごゆっくりどうぞ。
Bobby has literally just had a taste of the mixing of world cultures that makes Yokohama so unique. After leaving Yokohama, Bobby is now riding along the coast again on the Miura Peninsula.
Whoa, nice. Some gorgeous views along in here. Oh man, this is perfect weather for this.
The Cape of the Peninsula comes into sight in the distance. Bobby's entered a landscape of low hills overlooking the ocean.
That's a scene in a movie. That's a picture on a wall. That's gorgeous.
It's all green farmland now.
It really is. You got people out working in the field. Konnichiwa. こんにちは。すみません、ちょっと突然ですけど。
はいはい。
今、何の作業中ですか？
大根の収穫作業です。
あ、今収穫してるんですよね。
はい、そうですそうです。
Yoshinori Kawashima's family have farmed this land for over 200 years.
奥にいるのが妻です。はい。それで長男、はい。それと次男です。
They're harvesting daikon, a giant variety of white radish. Historically, this has been a favorite winter vegetable among the Japanese. Kawashima wants to show Bobby something special.
おお、これがその三浦大根。
三浦大根なんです。はい。
Miura daikon is a rare traditional variety named for this region. Kawashima invites Bobby to pull one out.
おお、結構根付いてますね。
そうですね。
ああ、うおお、うお。もうバリデカか。
はい。尻尾の方が大きいんですよ。
Big Miura daikon can weigh up to 6 kilos. That's 6 times heavier than a regular daikon.
This one is considerably heavier. I'm having a hard time holding it up.
柔らかくて美味しいって言われてますね。
サクッといきましたね。
Miura daikon are soft and juicy and break easily. Because they're difficult to produce, fewer farmers now grow them, and they're becoming rare.
美味しいでしょ。
もうジューシーで。
ですよね。
で、程よい辛さ。
そうなんです。
Doesn't have too much of that daikon punch. Really good balance, but the texture is like eating an apple.
The area around here produces more daikon than anywhere else in the country. The higher ground of this peninsula is a harsh environment with nothing to break the strong winds off the sea. However, these are perfect conditions for growing daikon.
ある程度の風っていうのは、海からのミネラルを運んできてくれるので、それによって作物の育ちが良くなったりするもんですから。
風からもミネラル、
海風ですね。
すごいですね。
はい。子育てと一緒だと思うんですよ。可愛がりすぎてもいけないですし、厳しくしすぎてもいけないので、その辺のバランスが難しいもんですから。
どうですか、お父さんの子育てのバランス取れてる？
子育てのバランスですか。自分と弟の間に女の子がいるんですよ。
娘がいるんです。
女の子にはすんごく甘いです。
ああ、それはダメな大根なんですよ。
ダメですよ。
ダメな大根です。
ダメですね。はい。やっぱり大根育てるのと子供育てるの違いますね。
The Kawashimas give Bobby a Miura daikon as a parting gift.
ちょっと重くなりましたね。
重くなりますよね。すいません、気をつけてお帰りください。
ありがとうございます。ヤミニさん、ありがとうございました。Thank you。お疲れ様です。
はい、どうもありがとうございます。
バイ。
バイ。
落ちそう。
あれ落ちる？落ちる？落ちる。
at that view of Mount Fuji with the sky lit up all pink around it. God. It is absolutely beautiful. Want to catch the sunset?
Bobby is running with his bike because cycling is prohibited on this cape at the tip of the peninsula.
大根が落ちそう。はあ。Made it, kind of. Sun's just gone down behind those mountains, but still an absolutely beautiful color. How close to Tokyo, and yet how vastly different the lifestyle, the feeling is. And on top of that, we got some amazing scenery. We got to run along the ocean side and the Miura Peninsula, and now we're out here looking out on this beautiful sunset. Got great views of Mount Fuji. And we've got more lined up. We've got 3 more days on the trip, hoping to see a lot more great stuff and meet a lot more people.
Bobby has set off at daybreak, cycling back north up the opposite coast of the peninsula. In the distance, the city of Kamakura comes into view. In the early morning light, gentle waves lap quietly on the sand.
Ooh. Coming up straight in front of us, we've got a huge shrine entrance gate.
This is the main street of Kamakura. The street leads to an imposing red torii shrine gate. Tsurugaoka Hachimangu Shrine dates from 1063. Hachiman is the Shinto god of warriors, the patron deity of the samurai. In the 12th century, Kamakura became the seat of government for the shogun, rulers who empowered the samurai class. The heart of political power and culture moved to East Japan, and Kamakura entered its golden age.
Oh, this looks interesting. Good morning.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。Nice rickshaw.
はい。サイトシーイングバイリキシャ。
Sightseeing.
Noboru Aoki, now 68, has been a Kamakura rickshaw guide for over 30 years.
ドライバー、リキシャドライバー。
これきついですか？
いきなりやったらきついですよ。
いきなり。でも、
基礎体力を作って毎日やってますので、もう慣れた仕事ですから楽しく楽にやってます。
すごい。
はい。はい、あ、お見えになりました。
These ladies have booked his rickshaw to tour the sights of Kamakura. They're happy for Bobby to ride along behind them.
Odoから閑静な住宅街に来ました。 タクシーの運転手さんが羨ましがってます。我々入れないところ人力車が入っていっちゃうという。
These back lanes are barely wide enough for 2 people to pass.
はい、ちょっと左手見てください。
He's brought them to a well-preserved old residential area.
こちらに銅板がありますね。鎌倉ではね、古くていい建物は壊さないで残してくださいということで、鎌倉市から認定されました。 延昌寺さん前到着しますね。見てください、この入り口のちょうど見頃の白梅。
ああ、本当だ。
香りがいいんですよ、ね。
The scent of plum blossoms in the air signals the coming of spring.
素敵な梅の花とかね、はい、桜の木が見えるところとかは人力車ならではっていうところもあります。
もう全然いつも歩いてる景色とはもう全然。鎌倉の空気って違うでしょ。はい、違いますね。
A chance meeting on the road has brought Bobby a taste of the elegance of old Kamakura.
Beautiful.
Bobby is now riding westwards again, along the coast. In the far distance, snow-clad Mount Fuji comes into view. Now 50 kilometers from Kamakura, Bobby begins the climb into the mountains of Hakone. The road gradually becomes more challenging.
That is steep.
This mountain pass was long feared by travelers as the toughest in all Japan.
All right, we got through to our downhill. We made it. Yeah. That's gorgeous. I have lived in Japan for 11 years, and these are the best views I have seen of Mount Fuji.
This is the finest sight in Hakone. Snow-covered Mount Fuji, rising majestically behind Lake Ashinoko. Hakone town began as a post station on the road connecting East and West Japan. When the samurai government relocated to the east 400 years ago, the increased traffic brought prosperity. After the opening of the port of Yokohama in the 19th century, Hakone became popular with foreigners as a health resort. That's why we see so many old Western-style hotels around here. Bobby has found an interesting shop.
Very, very cool.
The shop is filled with examples of local crafts.
Look at that. All different kinds of patterns, all different kinds of designs.
This type of woodwork, featuring elaborate geometrical patterns, is called Yosegi Zaiku. It originated in Hakone some 200 years ago.
こんにちは。はい、いらっしゃい。これもしかして今作っているマサイチなんですか？
そう、マサイチの寄せ細工を作っています。
ああ、すごいです。
Noboru Honma has been a Yosegi Zaiku artisan for 70 years.
材料は木の天然の色、ナチュラルカラー。
Natural color.
This is a unique feature of Yosegi Zaiku. Instead of paints or dyes, the patterns are created using the naturally contrasting colors of over 30 kinds of wood. The first step is to join differently colored strips of wood into small blocks. Many blocks can then be combined to form complex designs.
組み合わせを変えると、無限とは言わないけれども100種類にもなってしまう。
But this process is where the craftsman really shows his skill.
Whoa.
Using a plane, he shaves off an ultra-thin slice.
薄い一枚が。
It's just 0.13 millimeters thick. These paper-thin patterned sheets are applied as a decorative finish to boxes and furniture. After the opening of Japan's ports, Yosegi Zaiku craft pieces were exported worldwide. Honma displays many historical works in his shop, showing the extraordinary skills of the old craftsmen.
箱根の山はいろんな木がある。それを先人がうまく文様を作ることを考えたっていうことですよね。普通のその木を使って箱だったらどこにもあることでしょう。はい、で文様を作ってそれを化色として使うことによって違った工芸品ができたっていうね。
A glimpse into the unique culture that grew up along the old post road at Hakone. Darkness comes early here under the high mountains.
Nice. Made it. Yes. It's our goal for the day. And this is me for the night.
Tonight, Bobby will sleep in a 400-year-old hot spring ryokan.
Wow. Japanese style. This is huge. Very, very spacious.
This splendid old room is an example of traditional Japanese craftsmanship and design. The hotel has long been a favorite of royalty and prime ministers. The elegant four-story wooden structure is listed as a tangible cultural property. For dinner, Bobby is presented with a 15-course Japanese meal based on seasonal winter ingredients. Each dish is laid out with great care for aesthetic appeal. Of all the dishes, it's the clear clam soup that really sparks Bobby's interest.
This is what I love about Japanese soup, Japanese dashi. Look, it's as clear as water, but it's got this really powerful, really rich taste. This outside is a fish cake, and inside is actually shellfish. It's designed to look like a shell, and it's got real shellfish inside.
A Japanese winter specialty, grilled Japanese mackerel with yam and bok choy.
Very subtle flavors, but perfectly balanced. Everything complements each other really, really well.
This historic health resort has both charmed Bobby's heart and soothed his tired limbs. Bobby's destination today is the island of Izu Oshima. From Hakone, he sets off downhill to the seaside town of Atami.
It's gonna be another good morning. Looking forward to it warming up. My hands are ice right now.
Atami is known as the gateway to the Izu Peninsula. Bobby will take the high-speed ferry from Atami to Izu Oshima.
こ
ちらですね。
はい。
Bicycles must be packed in a bag for the trip. It takes just 45 minutes from Atami to Izu Oshima. Formed by an undersea volcano, this island is still volcanically active. It has great scenery and, with very little traffic, is a popular cycling destination.
Let's go.
Bobby sets off to explore the island. Thanks to a major ocean current bringing warm water from the south, Izu Oshima enjoys a mild climate year-round.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful ocean view. Look at those waves.
Seasonal winter winds give white crests to the waves. On the horizon, we can make out the full length of the Izu Peninsula. The road ends at a small park looking over the sea.
Look at this view. That is an amazing panorama. Look at these. Some big, bright pink blossoms.
Everywhere on the island, these pink flowers are in full bloom.
Really sweet fragrance.
These are camellias, which blossom toward the end of winter. Trees are planted everywhere on the island as windbreaks for homes and fields, and to provide firewood.
Oh, Mihara Tsubaki Abura.
Bobby has spotted an interesting sign by the road.
It's the camellia flowers that we've been seeing all along the way. Oh, it's like a factory? Let's check it out. Konnichiwa. こんにちは。入って大丈夫ですか？あ、ここどういった場所ですか？
ここは椿油作ってる場所。
椿の油。椿油って何ですか？
椿油ってこう椿の種から取れたオイル。
ああ。
In fall, the ripening fruit of the camellia opens to reveal its seeds. After the fruits fall from the trees, the islanders collect the seeds and bring them to this factory. Every year, about 200 islanders deliver 15 tons of seeds to the factory. Takata shows Bobby how the process works. The seeds are first crushed and then steamed. To extract oil with high nutritional value, the husks are also crushed together with the seeds. Bobby lends a hand to force the steamed seeds into a press.
ストレス解散になりそう。
The press continues its work for a full hour.
Oh, 出てきた. There it is. 一気に it just all of a sudden it started coming out from here and there. And the smell, really strong fragrance.
The islanders use camellia oil for everything from cooking and cosmetics to lamp fuel. Takata has specially pressed this batch to give Bobby a taste.
Oh wow, that's a really surprising flavor. It's really sweet and not too oily. It's got a real smooth texture to it.
The custom is to return 60% of the resulting oil to the islanders who gathered the seeds. This sharing system is embedded in island life.
つながってるなっていうのがあります。お金のやり取りだけじゃなくてっていうことはいっぱいありますね。魚釣れたから魚食べるとか、スイカできたからスイカ食べるっていうのがあるっていうのはもうやっぱ島ならではだなって思うんで。
Even today, the camellia is still a bond linking this island community. As the day draws to a close, Bobby goes looking for a spot that Takata has recommended.
Nice. こんにちは。いくらですか
300円です。
300円。じゃあこれでちょっとお願いします。That's really cold.
Some people soak in this pool for an hour or more. It's a hot spring, formed 30 years ago by a volcanic eruption.
Looking out over the ocean, the mountains in the distance, watching the sun go down. It's gonna be a perfect way to end the day.
One benefit of living next to a volcano, a beautiful hot spring to relax and enjoy the scenery.
So that's Mihara Mountain right there. And we're gonna head up there today. Let's go ahead and get a start on it.
Mount Mihara last erupted 30 years ago. 7 kilometers long, the mountain rises 603 meters above sea level.
Wow. You can see all the way to the port. That's where we were this morning. Sometimes it's better to look back at how far you've come than up at how much more you have left to go. Woo!
Bobby cycles steadily up for about an hour.
Whoa.
This parking area is the trailhead for the peak.
Woo! Ah. It was a long, hard climb.
Directly below is Motomachi Port, Bobby's starting point today. And over the water, Mount Fuji is again clearly visible.
Many people around except for...
There's an island bus in the parking area.
Bus. おはようございます。こちらの運転手さんですか？
はい、そうです。
初めて来たんですけど、はい、こっちが一番見どころですか？
そうですね。こことあとやっぱり三原山見てもらわないと。
あ、ここからは見えないんですか？
ここから見えないんで、そちらの展望台の方で。
おお、その展望台、はい、どこにあるんですか？
あちらの方にありますね。ここまっすぐ行ってください。
Bobby thought he'd reached his goal, but apparently there's more to see. Hayashi, the bus driver, is on his break and offers to show the way.
Oh, right there in front of us is Mount Mihara. That's the actual volcano? そこが火山。
そうです、ここは。
This island was formed by volcanic activity that lasted tens of thousands of years. Even after it became stable enough for people to inhabit, Mount Mihara still erupts occasionally. The last major eruption was in 1986. A pillar of flame shot 1,800 meters into the sky, and lava flows from numerous vents threatened the towns. The entire population of 10,000 people was ordered to evacuate the island. Hayashi was working as a bus driver at the time as well, and drove evacuees from their homes to the port.
突然島外に避難しなさいよという形になっちゃったんで、着たまま着る身のままっていう感じの人も多かったと思います。ご助手席使って55人乗せてました。
Despite the suddenness of the emergency, the islanders remained calm and helped each other to evacuate. A close-knit society used to working together handles such situations well. In just 13 hours, the island's entire population had evacuated to safety without a single casualty.
うねじさんから見た三原山の存在ってどんなの？
大きいですね。やっぱりこれがなければ島じゃないですね。
いい意味でも悪い意味でも。
これとうまく付き合っていかなくちゃいけないんで。
After hearing from Hayashi about the curious volcanic landscape on the east side of the mountain, Bobby decides to extend his trip and make that his final goal. The road down is lined on either side with camellia trees.
Look at this. That's amazing. See all the different layers, all the different striations in the rock.
In the cliff face, we can clearly see numerous strata composed of volcanic ash and other deposits. This extraordinary sight was revealed when the road was cut through the mountainside.
Fourth day on the road. Starting to feel it in my legs.
Bobby is finding the final uphill stretch a little hard.
Oh, we did it.
Hayashi's recommended spot is off limits to bicycles.
Let's go. Whew. Legs are shaky. That's really crazy. It's like walking on powdered coal.
The black pebbles covering the ground are formed from crushed lava. The scenery here on Mount Mihara's eastern flank is completely different.
Oh, wow. It's like standing on a different planet.
This area is called Urasabaku. It was formed from deposits of lava and material thrown out by repeated eruptions throughout the volcano's long life.
You look around and you think how amazing the scenery is, but none of this would have been here if it weren't for this incredible force of nature, potentially very destructive force. There's a lot of different experiences packed into 4 days. And everywhere we went, everybody we talked to, in Miura, in Hakone, and here on the island, they're living their lives and they're making their livelihoods based on the things that are available to them in their area. Everything is very unique to their region. They seem to have a deep sense of appreciation and respect for that. A respect for tradition and for your roots and where you're from is amazing.
A cycle ride from the metropolis to the heart of nature. The warmness of the people he met along the way has cheered our traveler through 330 kilometers of sometimes chilly winter cycling.